Welcome back. It is yours truly, Nick of Movie AV Impulse. And I would first like to say thank you so much for all of the support, all of my supporters. I took an approach out of Bob's page, and I don't like to call it subscribers because you guys are so much more than that. I went on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see I put a little reel out and I said, thank you everybody. I finally reached 400 subscribers, and I gave you guys two options between what video you wanted to see today. So, first, let me start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, whether you are a mother to kids or your pets. It's all the same, only because you still have to care for those animals as well as you have to care for your kids. So I just want to put that out there. Happy Mother's Day to all. And a special Happy Mother's Day to my wife, because she is an amazing mom and I love her. But the two videos that I gave an option on was a rant video about a movie I feel should definitely get a 4K release, or I said, do you guys want to see my lame ass movie collection? Because to me, it is kind of lame, compared to some of these other guys out there with 12,000, 7,000, 8,000. I would never probably get to that point. But what I do have in my collection is movies that I love, and this is how I started back up with my collecting. So before we get into it, I want to thank Ken over at Mid-Level Media for actually throwing in the comments on Instagram, why don't you make a ranting video about how lame your collection is? So we are going to do just that. This is going to be a little bit different style video. I'm not just going to be sitting at the desk. You are going to get a first view look on the movies that I own, but I'm going to tell you why I love and I hate them. So stay tuned after this intro. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a weird video. I got my little handheld attached to my phone, this little neat little tripod, little mini thing that my wife got me. So here it goes, and I will start by saying this. The reason why I hate my collection a little bit is because until I really got into this community, I really didn't know much about like boutique labels. So when I was searching for things on Google, I would often come across these, other sites, but I didn't know if they were real. I didn't know if they were like, I'm like, wow, $50 for this movie, $40 for that movie. That's crazy insane to me. So I never really invested in like Arrow or Umbrella or Vinegar Syndrome or any of that stuff. Criterion, all these different labels, I never really like dove into them. So what I want to do on this is, like I said, I got my little handheld. I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to go over what I love about my collection and what I hate about my collection. So bear with me. This is going to be a very weird video, but here it goes. These are all the movies that I have right now. And like I said, there was a lot of the times where I just collect movies that I love. And this is what I love about my collection. So, I mean, you've got the Dexter right there, the complete series, thanks to Jay. Black Adam little poster that I got from Redbox. The guy gave it to me. And then the little action figure, RZA. He's my second favorite in the Wu-Tang. But like just little trinkets, little things here and there. I've got Boba Fett plush sitting over there. And, like my son made me that little globe right there when he was younger. So I never want to get rid of that. Little Boo Berry. 007 collection thanks to Renardo over at Disc Space Media. He hooked me up with that and a whole bunch of movies. I do have a video on it. I'll link it right in the thing. Jay-Z, I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. Yes, those are real trading cards. But here is where you start getting into my things. So like, let me explain. I was very heavily invested in 3D at one point. I was buying so many 3D movies, never thought it would go out of style, and yet it did. There goes track from Mask there. I always leave little, like I said, there's little trinkets everywhere. But like, you know, a couple steel books right there. Batman the Animated Series, Monster, the complete series that I recommended. Then the Family Guy trilogy of Star Wars, although not as funny as Robot Chicken. But like, here's the thing, like, this is why I wish I had more boutique labels, and I'm going to start investing in them. Like, I love these little things, these booklets that come with it, all sorts of stuff. You know, you got your Netflix. I paid like $6 for this. Masters of Horror and Tales from the Dark Side. I am missing number 4 for season 4 of Tales from the Crypt. And it just, okay. So let me, like this Vinegar Syndrome set. We've all seen the unboxing. I mean, it's a great looking set. The only thing that I was upset about was the, you know, surround sound. I feel like if you're going to pay so much money, invest in surround sound. I'm a huge Knight Rider fan. I am somewhat of a geek. When it comes to that, there's Kit in Super Pursuit mode, and then Car right behind. And then, of course, you got Kit over here, and then a little Hot Wheels concept of Car. I absolutely love that. My original from when I was a kid, Dick Tracy watch. I can't get rid of that. That's just like, it did talk at one time, but the batteries got so nasty and corroded. True Blood, my wife is the hugest fan. I got this set because she loves it. Even though we have HBO Max and it is on there, we still watch the Blu-ray. I like to pop it in every now and again, better surround sounds, things like that, when we do get a chance to watch it. All the Simpsons stuff that I love. Somebody stole the other character. I did have all 4, but somebody stole, I believe it was Lisa. No, Bart. That's the one it was. But yeah, you know, and then Family Guy, and then of course the Bloodsport media book with the 4K. I did a review on that. This is just some more of my steel books. You know, Warm Bodies. Thank you, Tony, for this Ready Player One. I was super excited to get that one, which I will be giving away my copy of Ready Player One on 4K. I don't have the Blu-ray anymore because I let somebody borrow it and they never gave it back. But I will be giving that away. But like just little steel books that I picked up along the way. You know, Reservoir Dogs, Quentin Tarantino being my favorite director. And I've got to say, one of my favorite steel books from him so far is this one right here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You know, and then you got the little sound wave back there. All 3 of the stand-up DVD. They were like Target exclusives, Walmart exclusives. So I got all 3 of them. The Ninja Turtle van, Donatello just chilling there eating a pizza. Bugs Bunny, because he's my favorite Looney Tunes character. Then that Stanko Vision. Then these that I also got from Tony over at Basement Blues. Thank you so much. Love them all. I still have not seen this one, and I got to watch the restoration on this. But see, like Scream Factory, I never knew things like that existed before I got into this community. And that's what I love about this community, is that we all share ideas, like, you know, the good ones that don't mind it. Almost all of the It Mans. Oh, here's the Ready Player One that I'll be giving away with Slip. But like I said, I let somebody borrow the Blu-ray and they never gave it back. So I'm going to put that off right there so I remember to give that away to somebody. If you need it, hit me up in my DM. First one to hit me up, I will give you that. That'll be yours if you need it. If you're going to resell it, don't hit me up, because I can't stand that when somebody gives you something for free and then you turn around and try to sell it. Just my personal opinion, not a big fan of it. So if you're going to, use it to sell it, don't bother. Okay, please. And another Arrow one, I bought this one. This was the very first Arrow I ever bought, because I just really didn't know that I could trust these sites. Bronx Tale, I did pre-order that 4K coming out, so this will be another one I will be giving away in a little bit once I get that new 4K version. Shout out to Jerry, thanks for the Dr. Giggles on DVD. I know it's got a Blu-ray release, but it was just a bare bones. I didn't want to spend that much money on a Shout Factory bare bones. And then you got your Grinch and your other stuff. The Halloween set, the Transformers set, the Transformers cartoon. Shout out to Renardo. Thank you again. Still waiting on Halloween Ends. I do want to get the slip with it though. The 4K. I haven't seen it yet, but I want the slip with it. And I'll be looking for that pretty soon. But these are just all the movies that I love collecting. I know that this has a Blu-ray 4K release. That nice, I believe it was Vinegar Syndrome. Just so many different things. Seven, Devil's Advocate. That was actually the rant I was going to do that definitely deserves a 4K is Devil's Advocate. The Fan, I just got that one. American History X and A Violent History. Love both of those movies. Picked that up really cheap. Lady Snowblood, this is my only Criterion I own. And that's another thing. I want to start collecting. It's really tough for me to blind buy, so that's why I have a real issue. Drop Dead Fred, I love this movie. I can't get rid of this. I know some people say it doesn't hold up, but I can't do it. King of New York, I'm going to get this on 4K as well eventually. I love this movie, and that's going to be part of a new segment that I'm working on. You will see next Sunday or the Sunday after that, possibly. Heat, I have a real soft spot for Melissa McCarthy. I love her movies. And like I said, I was invested into 3D. I have so many 3D movies, and to tell you the truth, half of them were junk. The 3D wasn't even good on them. And Rocketeer, VHS, again, my buddy Renardo. But a lot of these have the 4K release. We definitely need a 4K release on this. If this came out in 4K and they redid all these movies, this would sell like hotcakes. And I would have loved, they're coming out with that Robert Englund documentary. If they would have mixed that with a 4K restoration of this, I'm sorry, but I would have literally paid $150, $200 for that easily. I love Freddy Krueger. You just can't mess with Freddy Krueger. See, another 3D movie. Another 3D. This I haven't seen yet, but I picked it up at Dollar Tree for $1, so I gotta check that out. One of my favorite comedies of all time. Got the unrated version again. Have a soft spot for Melissa McCarthy. Friday, Menace to Society. Set It Off. I know Menace to Society has a great Criterion, but I just didn't get it. I just didn't do it. But yeah, these are all just movies that I love. But like I said, the one thing I hate about my collection is I just don't have enough boutique labels. It is so hard for me to spend that kind of money when you're kind of on a budget, and you just really, another one. I just started dipping into this. Double Jeopardy, great restoration. Ken did a great review on that one. Very, very beautifully done. And you got a couple things, Evil Dead. And then the Evil Dead right there. Now, I know one thing that's probably going to drive people crazy is that my movies are not in alphabetical order, nor are they in any particular order. They're just kind of like, still TV shows at the top, steel books in the next row, slip covers in the next row, Blu-rays underneath. I just have a weird system. That's all. I can't help it. Again, Jumper in 3D. I mean, this is the movie that I've been trying to get everybody to watch. It is so much better. I mean, by milestones, it is so much better than The Departed. Yes, with Leonardo DiCaprio and all them, this movie is way better. I believe it is still on Amazon Prime. Please go and watch it. It is so good. I'll be giving this away pretty soon because the people under the stairs has a 4K. So when the price drops, I will be getting that. But, thanks to Jay over at Absolute Sublime. He gave me that. I won that in the contest that he threw. Another one, 3D collection. One of my favorite Ben Stiller movies, Vince Vaughn. I love his dry humor. Yes, and this is another one I get made fun of because it has a 4K release, but I love this version of it. So many special features. I'm a geek. I love special features. I love this slipcover, the clapping. That's why I can't get rid of that one. It's just certain ones I don't want to get rid of. Akira, one of my favorite Japanese. I don't know why that one's one of my favorite animes. I don't know why that's not in the Blu-ray section or the 4K section, but shout out to Jerry. He put me up on this, bought all these movie collections. I didn't feel the need to really get that box set. I just thought it was cheap looking and kind of bleh. So Ant-Man, The Raid. I love this collection. Absolutely amazing. Another 3D movie. Boys in the Hood. This is where we start getting into my DVDs. But The Cure, absolutely great movie. Made me cry. Wonderfully done. And then, I know Boys in the Hood, Colors, like Paid in Full. These all have Blu-rays and 4K releases, but I just can't. I just pre-ordered that Kids thing from Umbrella. This is such a powerful movie. Such a powerful movie. I love it. This, another one, I did a rant about this. This deserves a 4K release. Like, my God, people, get up on it. Another James Bond movie. I had to get rid of that. Ernest. Everybody loves Ernest. And then you get down to here. I've got some movies stashed away. Without a Paddle. The next Friday. And then certain movies I can't get rid of. I've got this one on Blu-ray, but this is one of my original DVDs that I ever bought, and I don't want to get rid of it. Same with my Ninja Turtles. I don't want to get rid of that. CB4, love that. Just all these different movies. This, it's not open. I hate Lord of the Rings, but it was given to me as a Christmas present, and I never got rid of it because since then my mother-in-law has passed away. But yeah, just weird things. Pride and Glory. My buddy Bob just did a thing on that movie, underrated, and I commented that I still had the DVD, and there it is. Basketball Diaries, Carlito's Way, Bad Boys. I do want to get the 4K upgrades, but I'll never get rid of this DVD because this is me and my cousin Eddie's favorite movie. We watch this shit so much, it's crazy. Obviously, I've already got Cloverfield, Flight of the Navigator. It's different things. This one right here is Robot Chicken. I let somebody borrow it, and they lost the damn side cover. So, all the Men in Black. Linkin Park. That's the crash course thing that everybody hated. Streets is watching, and Gotti, go watch Gotti. My God, like, come on, people, seriously, go watch Gotti. And there's some more. Freddy vs. Jason, because it didn't come in that box set, I don't believe. So I still have that DVD. Terrible movie, but I'll still watch it because it has Freddy. Cannonball Run, I got to get that Blu-ray, but it's just going for way too much. War of the Worlds, that one I have on 4K. Absolutely amazing. Bet y'all a lot of y'all didn't know about this. Insane Clown Posse, Big Money Hustlers. I love that shit. It's awesome. Belly, I already have on 4K, but I can't get rid of the DVD because it's one of my originals. And I mean, that's it. Oh, Idiocracy. Where is it? Oh, right there. This movie is absolutely hilarious, and I really feel like this is where our future is kind of headed. I mean, no disrespect, but that's just how I feel. But I mean, that's really a look into my collection, and one of the things that I'm most ashamed of is that I don't have a lot of boutique labels. And I feel like a lot of people judge me for that. A lot of people say, I mean, you could put it in the comments. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers me because these are just movies that I love. And it's hard for me to just be like, yeah, I'm going to spend $60 on this, or I'm going to spend $30 on this. Some things I have to have day one. I've got 10 movies right now pre-ordered. But other things, I can wait. And even though I'm making this rant video because I don't own all these different boutique labels, it doesn't mean you're not part of this community. I mean, you see my collection. That's my entire collection. It's nothing special, but these are more quality over quantity. And I'm not knocking anybody. It is your money. I don't judge the way people spend it. But don't be ashamed of your collection, but only because I feel like I get criticized and ridiculed for the fact that I don't have Arrow up the yin yang, Criterion up the yin yang, second sight. I don't even own a second sight, but things like that. And I do want to start getting more into that. And thanks to Ryan over at the Disconnected, I can start to open up my mind on what ones to get because he does some great recommendations. So there's my rant video. That is the reason why I kind of hate my collection, is because I don't have a lot of blind buys. I don't have a lot of, labels, boutique labels. I just started doing the whole umbrella thing, and I want to get a lot of their movies because I love their box sets. When that Kids comes in, I'll be doing a full review and my own take on it, and it might even turn into a life lessons. Who knows? But thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and if you're with me all the way to the end, if you want to see a crazy room tour, hit up my man Garrett, Born to Be Rad. If you've never seen his room tour, I'll link it down below because he just makes my collection look like, but I love my collection. There's just movies that I love, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on Wednesday with another Top 5. Peace.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.